Hey Taurus, welcome to Wild Pearl Tarot. Today we're going to be doing a timeless reading for you. We're going to be talking about two different subjects actually. I recently asked you guys what you wanted to hear about the most, and it was kind of split down the middle between love and money, of course, right? But keep your eyes peeled because I'm going to be doing more readings actually on life purpose. So after this, probably within about a week or two, I will be doing a reading on life purpose and specifically where you're at in that path. And yeah, so let's get into it. We're going to first be doing love and then money. I will have these timestamped in the description box below if you just want to skip around, of course. If you'd like for me to pray for you, if you'd like everybody else to chime in and pray for you, say hi in the comments section. You're welcome to share what you're going through or even leave an emoji. The bottom line is we just need something that represents your energy to focus on. And if you've never been here before, I really appreciate you taking the time just to see if it's a fit. All right, so asking the cards, they'll leap out on their own. What do we need to know about love? And then we'll have a big oracle card message for money as well for my Taurus. Thank you. So we don't do spreads on purpose because it's a live conversation. So we can continue to ask questions, and it's a very, I like the idea that this conversation is alive with tarot and that it gets to speak for itself. I know, I'm kind of funny that way. So we start with a message in love. The Osprey, your success is now at hand. Allow the abundance to flow to you effortlessly. There's a sense of like, your work is done. Now just sit back and enjoy the rewards. That's kind of fun. How perfect for a Taurus. What's the word I'm looking for? It starts with an H. You guys are life's, I'll remember it. Darn it! Hedonists. You are. You know it, Taurus. You hedonistic bunch of gorgeous souls. All right. What's coming to my Taurus in love? Just open your hands and accept it. Okay, we're going to take this upright because this was upside down. Okay. 5 of Swords, 8 of Pentacles. Ah, interesting. And of course, the tarot brings new light to the oracle card that flew out. I think the oracle is telling you, hey, you can kind of sit back and enjoy the rewards now because you put in the work. It's telling you that because it's suggesting you've experienced in love conflict. You've experienced hard work. That's just, if not literally, actually, just like that deep focus. In order to transform something, the magician talks about that intentional goal of manifesting. And then we have kind of this kind of laborious energy, like this labored, that's what I want to say, this labored energy of the Nine of Wands. This is protective, but it's also not giving up. It's very stubborn, and it's also introspective, this moment where you're tired and you kind of rest on your shovel, so to speak, after planting a whole harvest. Once you can see what it's grown and you're looking at it and you're asking, is this enough? Do I need to change things? And so that's where the self-introspection comes. It's a fork in the road, Taurus. It's a place in love where you put a lot of work into something. You know what it is to compete, and you know what it is to feel argument and conflict and friction in love. And you know what it is to do the hard work to get where you want to go with the Magician card, that manifesting energy. And now it's like, I really want to unpack this because it leaves open a question. Now what, right? So we have the Osprey oracle card saying, hey, you can sit back. You can sit back on this shovel and look at what you did. You've got some good things coming towards you. But let's ask more about that because there's a tired energy attached to this. Make sure they're all upright because if they fly in reverse, I read them that way. The Hermit, again, kind of more of a quiet energy, introspection. It's like you've kind of stepped back from trying, but also you're being encouraged to step back, that it's okay to step back, that at this point, with the amount of work you put in, you should be able to safely sit back and kind of re-energize yourself, catch your breath, and you should be able to receive those rewards. You haven't been doing all this for nothing. right? King of Swords. Who's this King of Swords? The Lover's card. Some of you guys have been in the trenches with an air sign, or somebody who's just very much all about, they have a strong mind, they seek truth always. And then again, roles can be reversed, and this could be you that has been harnessing those tools of the King of Swords, which sees things for what they are, very black and white. It's taking an emotional matter, which is vulnerable, like love, you know, and it's trying to see the black and white of the situation. Because there might be a choice at hand. Empress, this is looking good. You know what's interesting is that it seems like I see yourself in this love reading a lot more than I see a partner. I see the hard work has been kind of on you. This has definitely got a lot of self-love coming through. But you know what's in the periphery are the relationships, is a relationship. But it's in the periphery. This is healing and getting out of temptation, getting out of things you felt a slave to, people possibly, you know, or codependency. It could be a habit that did not serve you, and you're becoming like organically really abundant. I love that. Clarity on the Magician, what you've been manifesting. I think some of you guys have been working on your intuition. Hanged Man comes up and does a couple somersaults. Something's come real slow. I feel like this is, you're manifesting something interesting. You have the Six of Cups. Six of Cups talks about your past. Six of Cups talks about, can be talking about children. It can also be talking about nostalgia, people you've known, kindness, good intentions. This looks like you're trying to fix the past a little bit, and there's no better place to start than with you. I think you're becoming aware of certain points of view that you haven't considered maybe before, and as you move forward, these are the demons you battle. We all battle them, right? I know this reading's really, you know, intense, but it's very positive. It's just like freaking real. It's very like, it's not fluffy. You're doing the work. I feel like there's somebody in your past that might creep up, you know, as you're doing this work, as you're trying to transform goals into reality. You're going to be very aware of any kind of temptations to slip back into a routine or pattern that hasn't served you. I think you're nice. Five of Swords clarified by the Ace of Cups. I think you're focusing on you. What is this? You know what? You know, this is another angle of the same message. To pick up where I left off of, you're focusing on you. If you started a brand new relationship right now, I think it'd be, according to tarot, it'd be a little too soon. Now you're going to take that and make it mean what you want. I mean, honestly, if it feels like crap, leave it. Like, it might not be your reading. Honestly, like, you got to follow your own intuition. But tarot's saying you are in the throes of something really important here when it comes to the subject, the topic of love. This is you doing the good work and fixing some things in your past, fixing some things within yourself, being in a very quiet place energetically, spiritually speaking. You're in a place of moving from turmoil to calm And it might have been a kind of a slow process. It's suggesting that there's the next part of your work would be considering some viewpoints that you have maybe not considered, which is an interesting message. But I'll leave it there and let's move on to money. It's very deep, Taurus. What are you going through? But it's really commendable. I commend you for doing that work, because when you are ready to really open up in a new way with another individual, they're getting such a gift. Like they're going to be thinking to themselves, I hit the jackpot, because you did the work that most don't. All right, so our oracle card for your money reading is new opportunities and choices are opening to you now. Claim them. How fun. All right, money, money, money for Taurus. A decision at hand. Might be hard to make this decision. You might feel a little conflicted, wondering, what about this decision? Why do they keep on going on over there? Independence. Awesome. Let's get a little more out before I start blabbing. New opportunities and choices are opening to you now. Claim them. There is a transformation card for my Taurus. Money for my Taurus. One more for my Taurus. Clarity on the Two of Cups. Bear with me, you guys. Thank you. Transforming to what? Transforming to what? Empress. And then lastly, this Nine of Pentacles before I start talking to my Taurus. There's this feeling in your money reading. There's others in your money reading, first of all. And there is a kind of a back and forth, wishy-washy confusion about how to handle maybe a situation moving forward with others involved. And it's saying that this decision is hard to make. There's this movement forward is hard to make because it's hard to see, like, what are my instincts? You feel kind of blinded, right? And the two swords represent a decision in something, leaning towards one way or the other. She's blindfolded. She can't see the intuitive moon. The slice of moon behind her represents her intuition. So she's blindfolded by what? In this meaning, it's fear. So fear maybe of independently making the wrong choice. You have this independent card of the Nine of Pentacles, the ability to be very, very happy on your own. So financially, very happy on your own. But I feel like something is stealing your confidence a little bit. And let's unpack the Seven of Pentacles. Again, with the others in the reading, what about this? An opportunity that might put you at odds with others. You want to be abundant. You want to be... I think you're going to be highly tuned to you might be going through this right now, is if you are in favor of others around you, you don't want to experience of being out of favor with them, or you're wondering if moving forward with an opinion, you might feel like you need to take a side. You want to end up on top. You want to have a good result. But I think if you take a certain side, it might go against a partnership, might create conflict. Taurus, what's up with it? Intense readings. I want to get one of these. These are affirmational oracle cards, but I want one. I want one for some reason. I see the gateway is open and pathway is clear. My journey begins. And this journey feels like somewhat of a solo journey. Takes you possibly away from the hive mind. So there's some wishy-washiness, maybe some confusion. But what's interesting is there's a real sense of balance that's occurring here and a transformation. You might be moving away from people at work or a group of a thought, like a hive mind or group think of some sort. The way you think about finances or the way you're approaching your own finances or your career, it might be tempting you to take a different path. And from the opinions of those you're familiar with or those you work with. And so you're going to go through a little period of confusion. That's natural. But we have right in the middle of this reading some really important cards. We have the transformation card. And notice he's doing the same thing that I've talked about before, which is that water into wine type of transition. Capricorn got this. This is alchemy. But what's needed is balance. So whether that's a balance of physical things like enough sleep and enough, getting enough to eat, or if this is a balance of perspectives, considering the other side, considering both swords, basically, both directions. So there's this natural place of reprioritizing and all that, but you're going to a very abundant place. This is towards abundance. What's interesting is I think what's going to play a big role in this balance is considering perspectives, but considering, I think it feels a little scary, but consider your own independence, your own independent thought and opinions in this situation, because you got such a strong pull to be on the good side of these people, to be on the good side of comrades or coworkers, and to kind of think like them or whatever. But there's been, I think, that they represent a disappointment. And what might lend balance is the perspective that you've given the least amount of time to. But it's going towards abundance. In your oracle card we began with was new opportunities and choices are opening to you now. Claim them. The first card out was a difficult choice. And it's only difficult because there's fear there. I'll tell you what's the most scary thing. In modern psychology, this is what they've come up with. The scariest thing is not the lack of food. It's not the lack of shelter. It's the lack of our tribe. It's being ostracized and pushed out of our tribe. Scariest thing. And you understand it once you think about it, right? Like we all originated in tribes. While modern society now is pretty isolated, right? We have YouTube, we have these kind of an interesting version of community, right? But we don't have the physical communities we used to have. If we got pushed out of our tribes, that was certain death. We relied on our tribes. So you are actually being challenged right now to go against the given theme and think for yourself in this situation and be kind to yourself. If there's a little of that wishy-washiness or that confusion, that's only natural, right? But I would leave you off with this to consider is you're going to, it will behoove you to consider perspectives, to consider both directions here. And so think about what direction have I spent the least time on and spend some time with it. Think it out. All right, my friend, I'm going to leave you with a mudra. This is an oracle card that will have a message, an affirmation attached to it, but it's physical. So it's like a hand gesture that you can take into your world, do while you're meditating, while you're waiting in line, you're on the subway, whatever you're doing. And it's like physical prayer. So if you don't have the use of your hands for any reason, you have the affirmation. Well, right away we got eternal change. It will pass. What an interesting mudra. This is it. I've never seen anything like it. This is it. So you're making that okay sign here. A-okay. 2 of them. And you're touching that middle finger. Wow, interesting. And here is the mantra. I focus my 5 senses on everything which is beautiful and gives me pleasure. Hedonism, we came back to it, Taurus. I hope you're smiling right now. I focus my 5 senses on everything which is beautiful and gives me pleasure. All right, I love you guys. Talk to you soon.